right. Hello. Hope everyone's having a great weekend, great Saturday so far. It's good to be back working on the HG Heindree tonight. We started it last week. It's going along pretty good. Looking forward to making some more progress on this build. Probably got the other arm and maybe a leg or legs tonight. See how things go. We're also excited about the giveaways tonight. We're giving away the new 30-minute fantasy Liber Holy Knight. New kits from the 30-minute fantasy line. They look pretty cool, to be honest. So giving away one of those. We also, continuing on our trend from last week, we do have a Hobby Zone paint module, some sort. It's a paint stand. So we'll be giving away one of those, and I do have some backup stuff from Hobby Zone too that they provided when they sent us that other stuff. So should be a good time as always tonight. Like I said, hope everybody's having a great day so far. Turn the lights up here. I'm gonna jump in the chat, say hello. Before I do a couple quick things, before I forget, number one, if you enjoy these streams, please hit the like button. Helps more people see the stream. Helps us out. Really appreciate it when you do that. Number two, we do have two sales going on over at mechawarehouse.com this weekend. One is the moving sale, which has been going on for a little while now. Moving 30 for 30% off select items. A lot of good stuff on there. If you haven't looked, you definitely should. And if you have looked, you might want to check again. We've been continually adding to that collection. A lot of good stuff on there. And for this weekend only, we have Coda 15 Oct for 15% off in-stock Kotobukiya stuff. So if you've been wanting anything Kotobukiya, or maybe you haven't even checked out Kotobukiya, they got a lot of cool stuff too. You can take a look at that. Someone jump in the chat. Say hello. Giant Robots and God, what's up? I was just saying how cool these 30-minute fantasy kits. Never been huge on fantasy with these kits, so I changed that a little bit. They're definitely pretty cool looking. I think they fit enough with the giant robot theme too if you wanted to build it as a mecha. You know. What's up, Wolfpack? Dylan Dull, Super One-Handed RC. I just got my first model in the mail today. With a Hobby at Mercy in my wallet. We are building just one hand though. I'm assuming from your username that's an ongoing thing, but good luck with that, and if there's anyone who can help you figure that out, let me know. I've seen some people with disabilities do some amazing things. There's a dude I used to train at jiu-jitsu who had one hand, and he was a pain to roll with because he was pretty good. Skyrider, what's up? Matthew Mahoney, Solid Monkey, what's going on? Real Time 88, Maverick Entity, Lee's Creative Art. Let's see, Giant Robots and God, Lord Kronos, what's up? Butter Knuckles, Baka's ECO, Pockets, what's up? Blasphemy Builds, Rob Sadler, Stealthy Bedlam, M2020 Jake, how's it going? Mr. Trash Can Bob, Mark D, Lego Yoda, Chrono Matan, what's up? Kyle Walter, John Ventura. Let's see, for once in months now, I will have to compete in the drawing tonight. What's up, Go Zero, Rob Rosencrantz, It's a Gundam, what's going on? When am I want to say hi to y'all? I might be back before the stream if I'm lucky. Yeah, weddings be like that. Let's see. Or Dare or the Liber Holy Knight, this will be hilarious if I win. It looks like the kind of kit that wouldn't be bad to have more than one of. Sentinel Stuffy Nick, yeah, definitely allergies bother me a bit today. I wonder if it's part of the what was I gonna say? I went hiking today, and then I mowed the lawn. So between those two, I'm sure something got me. Rack to Gino Stein, what's up? T, if you're 144 skill, you could pilot any real grade Gundam. Which would you pilot? Let's see. What's up, Kilo Delta? Death PR, what's up? Death, how's it going? Rob Salo, Gojira, Rodrigo, what's up? That's way more fun if you're 144 skill. What's up, Weeks K? How are you? Okay, that pen I'm ready. drink here. What's up, Jesse? All right. Building time. So I did the right arm last time and got that all the way finished, so I guess it's left arm time. What's everybody up to? You guys building along today or something else during the stream? I think I kind of mentioned, or at least was thinking about it as I was talking. Today was a pretty good day for us. We ended up going for a hike this afternoon, which is kind of fun. Try to do more stuff like that. It was fun. Just want to step on and fly into space and shoot cans, though. Not shoot cans. The Gym Sniper 2K9 looks like a pretty cool kit. Haven't seen one in person in a while, but I was definitely tempted back when we had it. Might have been as far back as the Attic days, maybe. I forgot it's stream night. Dual Blitz here. See my Figure Eye Standard, Liber Holy Knight. HG Mighty Strike Freedom. Dual Gun Assault Shot, cool. With PGU, nice. MG Gun Can tonight. Breaking out the new Display 3.0 is also nice. Other good nippers. Got 2 kits to choose from. I'm doing my stream my first build tomorrow. That's cool. Welcome to the hobby. What kits did you get? I couldn't decide earlier, so I went to the backlog closet and picked out another 3 mission to build the Vulpanova quad bite version. Vulpanovas look pretty cool. Easy 8 still got delayed because I had to paint the pilot and never be seen again. Transigok for an RG 2.0 fight. Nice. Work my Exia, but I have a cat now lying on me. But the Hull Destroy today. Been up since 4 a.m. because the Star Citizen Convention is in England this year. Ready to wake up at 3 a.m. tonight for day 2 and build the Mighty Strike Freedom. Interesting. It's a video game, right? I set up Vulpanova that needs putting together. Hey friends, hope everyone's doing well. What's up, Tim? I got the entry level or grade. Okay, so entry grade strike and an SD wing something. Nice. The entry grades are nice kits. Built a few of those with my son. Didn't exist when I was new to the hobby. But they're decent kits even for an experienced builder, especially if you're looking for like a relatively straightforward and easy build for testing paint jobs or paint techniques on. So 3D on this wall, so that makes sense. So it's probably an SD BB then. I'm not sure. Get new here, no worries. There are so many kits that I feel like, other than a few very, very rare encyclopedic knowledge kind of people, then not many people know all of them, just the more popular ones. What is a Razor file for, if I may ask? No, it's a great question, Jesse. So I use the Razor's good for nub removal, seam, mold line removals, rather. Things like that. So it's a glass file, so when I cut the parts from the runner, you get the little nubs there. It helps smooth those out, make them smaller or non-existent. Makes the kit look better overall when it's assembled. SD BB Wing Zero Custom. There you go. I think I built I think it was an SDEX when I built a Wing Zero. This DBB line is a bit better. Exactly rare kits. I've been waiting for a G Lucifer reprint. Shasta red frame version. Tried tag MW9G, but sent a collab invite instead. I haven't had that happen before. That's interesting. Maybe that's the one I saw that I was like, what is this? I get so many weird tag requests and things like that sometimes that they start falling into the noise a little bit. Right. C20B1. That makes sense. They gave a look in and don't know if I should get the glass file or a gun primer. Yeah, I would highly recommend Razor. Razor's made, the Razor Origin, Razor Plus are both made by Gun Primer. This is a Razor Origin. I think you get one of the gate remover set, which might be a good way to go too. But I would highly recommend the Razor. I also use Sand Loop Flex. This is a 600 grit, way overused, but I like that for rounded parts and the like. Gun Primer makes some good stuff. I highly recommend it. I've been using my Razor for, it's been really like 2 years now. I think it's been about 2 years. I haven't really looked back since I started. Did anyone happen to see Requiem for Vengeance yet? Is that out? Is that out this weekend or something, or in the last few days? I think we talked about it last week. I forget already. I think it was on Netflix, so I kind of blocked it out because I don't have Netflix. Speaking of SDs, when does the MG SD of Wing Zero? Isn't that this fall, like November or December maybe? Or is it early next year? Yesterday. Gotcha. Well, I obviously haven't watched it yet. Kind of curious, but I'm not going to go out of my way. This Netflix exclusive, then it'd probably be a while before I watch it. 2 years because I've had mine 3 years in January. Enjoyed more than I thought I would. Came out Thursday. 625 episodes. Loved it. Cool. Offensive aspects of it, on the aspects of also. Mentioned Thursday. It was only 6 episodes. It's very, very bingeable. It's 6 25-minute episodes, whatever. It's basically like a really long movie. It's not too bad. Do you know if it's going to stay Netflix exclusive, or if it's only the initial rights to it? Why should we know Netflix? Everything is time exclusive these days. But the most was the teeth. Okay. I didn't know where it was airing first on Netflix, if they were, you know, had helped co-produce it or something and decided they didn't want to share it. I guess it gets to a point where even if you co-produce it yourself, I could see you wanting to partner with somebody else to get a check, so maybe that'll still happen, even if that were the case. Bad CG teeth. Netflix helped fund produce this one, as far as I know, so they'll probably keep it. Maybe. I wonder if it'll get to a point where eventually, when they think everybody that's got Netflix is going to switch to Netflix in order to watch it has, and then they take a big paycheck to let Amazon or some other streaming service have it for a few months. Alright, C17. So as high seas, you don't fit way to access Netflix, so I'm not going that route this time. It's a good mini-series, maybe you want to build kids whenever. That's cool. That's why they do it ultimately, right? I've had a Netflix subscription for 8 years, but Verizon gave me an $8 bundle for Netflix and Max. Interesting. I've never had a Netflix. We use Amazon a lot because we had Amazon already. It's for Amazon reasons. For the amount of kits they can make from it. That's how they get you right on Thursdays, and they want to order cut. Well, we're here for you. Alright, C19. That's the biggest problem with streaming services. No one has everything. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. It's the whole like paying for your cable in pieces to different places now, right? You used to be able to kind of get all these channels in one place, and then now it's the model of you're essentially paying for each of the specialty channels separately, which can work out cheaper if you don't watch that much, but you almost pay more if you do watch a lot of stuff. A couple of healthier than crack, but more addictive. And for example, spread across CR, Netflix, and Hulu. I mean, ultimately, Bandai's goal is to get it seen, right? Because they know people see it if they buy products. It's kind of their business model. Hey, we ISP workers warned you this would happen. No one listened to us. Someone said, "Oh, streaming service are basically a channel. Since you get so many ads, they'll circle." Yeah. Everyone had channel packages, but they were cheaper. And the nice thing about streaming is it's fully on demand, so that's better than cable at least was at one point. Okay, C 18, 21, 22. You just watch Tubi. People fail to realize though, the multiple streaming services, if there's only one thing that you can watch on it, you can just wait till the full season finisher drops and pay for just one. Rather spend money on plastic crack than watch modern television. Just one month, and not to pay every month for stuff you aren't watching. That makes sense. So when it came to cable, you could let someone drill holes in your wall. In some cases, you didn't pay to rent out a cable box. There was definitely some sketchy things in the cable era, with black boxes or whatever and that kind of stuff. Coming up on that first draw pretty soon here. So we're doing that. Back in the day, if you wanted every TV to have access, you needed a cable running throughout your house. So it's just Fire Stick and Apple TV. That's definitely easier. Have that connect and it's the folks that drop the cable. Unfortunately, I can't build because my nipper snapped. Oh, bummer. Which nippers do you have? Death PR. That's an example of that. TV Page with TiVo. It's been downhill since. The wires run through the walls downstairs, both my mom and my sisters. Yeah, I mean that. We haven't had cable at all here. Our house is definitely wired for cable when we bought it. New construction, but intercept from gonna be say interesting. The streaming service can basically be summed up by a quote from Tim Christie, who scaled towards a mouthpiece regarding his thoughts on Destiny 2. It's interesting. I wouldn't think that those. What'd you do to those nippers? Guardians have a history and are known for being relatively easy to break, but. Let's see, I have a coworker starting his Gunpla journey this week. You got interested in seeing me building inside the car during break lunch, the hobby store, and got some EGs. Nice. I watch TV now, so my mother wants to watch those holiday baking shows. This is my birth house. I had cables lying around on them, but they aren't being used. Packing my PG and tools, spent all day with friends building and watching anime. Oh, that's cool. Glue was in the case, took them out to build. The bottom plate blade was snapped off. Ooh, that's a bummer. It's even worse, you don't know how. That's a good excuse to upgrade, though, maybe. Okay. Let's get the stickers on these and then we'll do this first draw. Come up with a good question. Let's see. We're gonna get those revolution nippers you thought about, Nick. I don't know. I would love to, but not sure. I need to corner one or more of my mechanical engineering buddies and see if I can get them to help design a new and improved nipper that outperforms all of the existing nippers at a better cost, which feels challenging. Let's see, Dogman musical today with my family. How was that? One of those roll life DIY house kits. I don't want to hear anyone complain about the funnels for a new high news until they made these 25 flowers of soul garden kit. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so hey Coleslaw, how are you? Let's do our first draw of the night. We're going to do a number from 10 to 800 in the chat, and with it, you're going to answer the question: what is your favorite non-Gundam kit? So 10 to 800, what is your favorite non-Gundam kit? Number one, number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to U.S. addresses. You must be present to win, and your answer to the question and the number have to be in the same comment for without entry. 10 to 800, what is your favorite non-Gundam kit? And decide between watching you at the Star Citizen Convention. The second time that convention's been mentioned during the stream today. That's a game, right? Oh, I have no idea. You can just take a guess. You do need a number and an answer to the question. The same comments would be valid entry, though. I don't know. Make one up. Pick something. I've not yet built a non-Gundam kit. That's a good answer. And A-Wing. Notchin maybe. Notchins are cool. Say the 30 missions. Basquirado. It's a really cool looking kit. I want to build one of those at some point. B6. G.I. motorcycle. Interesting. How was that? That's like the cycle for... Oh, shoot. What's his name? Storm Shadow or something? With 2 games in development. The other one being Squadron 42 Star Citizen multiplayer component. Squadron is a single player. Is it like a space flight sim or something? That's what it almost sounds like from the name, but I haven't directly seen it. Super Death Space Sim game. That's cool. By the way, Nick, I'm trying out the display runner holders I ordered from you last weekend. So far, I'm liking them more than the Gunperm design. No tip overs yet. Oh, cool. What do you think contributes to the no tip overs? Is it more stable somehow? I think they connect together or something, right? You can put multiple display holders, chain them together. That one's done. B8 and 9. I like the base. While it's less wide, just feels more solid as a cube form. Just having them connected. Okay, to probably help a lot. Interesting. Big exciting points. 100% seamless gameplay. Is that only loading screen you see is when you're first loading into the universe. Oh, interesting. That's cool. I always wanted. I was a big fan of TIE Fighter growing up, the old Star Wars space sim. And then at some point I ended up, I don't know how I got a hold of a copy of, was X-Wing versus TIE Fighter, which is cool because you could do like I think there was some multiplayer in that, right? I should double check. That actually might be fun to play with the kids. But it was pretty cool kind of model, and I always thought it would have been really awesome to be able to play that like semi-massively multiplayer, you know? Like it'd be pretty cool to be able to play like, you know, a 30 on 30 and maybe incorporate the ability to do like a first person shooter like as a boarding party and stuff like that. Like I think the scope blows up pretty wide, but I thought that'd be pretty cool. Hey, did I miss a drawing? Nope, we're doing it right now. 10 to 800 and favorite non-Gundam kit are the number range in question. Said by the same guy that made Freelancer back in the day. If you remember that space sim. I haven't played it, but I heard of that one. The holders that struggle with awkward shape for the best edge of the runner to place it in, has a little strut jutting out of it. It's time for the first multiplayer in the series. A couple more of them already though. That's cool. My brother were obsessed with Star Wars racing game on N64 back when we were kids. I don't. What was that? It's like a pod racer game or something. X-Wing greater than TIE Fighter, greater than X versus TIE, XVT, Bounce Power, X-Wing Alliance. Oh, that's the order, not greater than. I think it was X-Wing versus TIE Fighter. It's one of those. I don't know if I picked it up on Good Old Games or something like that. I need to get some joysticks or something if I were going to do that. I'm not sure if I have any right now. If I wanted to try to fire that up, that might be a fun one to play with the kids. My oldest, I had playing like StarCraft and Diablo and such at one point, so that would be interesting. Or even like I'd like a continuous campaign mode or something where it's not pre-planned missions, but you know, I think a game in that style where you essentially are like a pirate faction captain and you just have to go from one battle pirating this, doing that, side quests and stuff. That would be pretty fun model. Generated worlds for continuous play kind of thing. Alright, I'll give it another minute or so and then I'll call time. Alright, C5 and C6. I'll cut these out and then I'll call time. Nippers you use. I use God Hands Jesse. God Hand Ultimate Nippers SPN 120. I've had these for years. Highly recommend the Display 3.0s as well. I've got a pair I use at the warehouse occasionally for content. Those have been pretty solid. I think they're less expensive, but they're honestly both great. Gotta be careful with what you cut with them because of the single-bladed nature, and they're relatively fragile. Thin blades and such, but if you're looking to level up your game, I'd highly recommend either of those. Alright. I said I was going to call time, then I got caught up. Guys, not gotten to kits. Yeah, we should start making a thing if your answer doesn't make sense, you don't get it. Maybe that's a new rule. For next time. Time is called... Let's do the draw here. 10 to 800. Here we go. 463. What's happening? Let's go. Blurb. 463. But you got caught, that means you're enjoying yourself. I got caught up. 463. Oh, I see. Caught up in what I was doing. Apparently slow. 463. Looks like there's no winner. I'll let you guys confirm. Don't know winners. Okay. We'll draw again a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I enjoy these streams. All the building I've been able to do lately has been, whatchamacallit, has been these streams the last few months. Haven't had a chance to do any building off stream. Thinking maybe when the gets a little colder, I might have more time, because the outside activities I've been trying to engage in while I can would be less appealing. All right. Can't wait till it gets colder so I won't have them on my lawn. I've been slacking on that. I finally mowed today after a few weeks. Gotta mute the mic for that throat clear. So I finally got on there. I feel like I need a mow every week for the next few weeks, though, to just get things lower for clearing leaves. Maybe I can close the number, but his answer is not good. I mean, not Gundam kit. One more time this year. Yeah, I'm gonna try to a couple more times. I usually mow with the bagger to take care of leaves, so I want everything as low as possible when it's time to do that, so I can make that last one as easy as possible. It's your best tip for clear color kits. I like the razor for clear color kits. It works pretty well. And I will bring back the artifact kits. I haven't seen them available anywhere lately. I'm not sure. I don't know if did they do a volume 3? They might have done a volume 3 and not imported them. $39 to $45 at night. We had it really cold. I think one of the days this week got down to, supposedly like 29 in the morning. We get frost and stuff. But today was beautiful. Today we were up in the low 70s, I think. Didn't expect to be that warm, and we went for this hike and actually started breaking a sweat. It was kinda good. Real cold here in Florida, low 80s. 0.9, I don't envy that. Yeah, I mean, it'll get colder as we get further into fall and winter, but it's pretty cold. I was scraping my windshield that morning. To get the garage cleared out so I can not have to worry about clearing my windshield off. Here in Ohio, we got up to 80 a couple times this week, but down to 30s, 40s at night. Interesting. That's a pretty wide range. Ohio's, I guess, far enough north that you probably get kind of some of the same stuff we do, just not as often, right? Because New York can get pretty cold too. The other fun thing with the hike, then mowed the lawn when I got back off the lawn tractor, and my lower back could see stuff sitting on the lawn tractor, so that was fun. Thankfully, some ibuprofen took care of most of it, but has me very doubtful about how tomorrow's going to go. Finally get snow this year. Haven't seen any in a very long time. Years, wow. You probably don't get much down there. When you do, it's probably a really big deal. It's when you hear the stories about an inch of snow and everything stops. Whereas up here, once you get past that first winter of the first snow of the season, it's usually not too bad. No one seems to be able to remember how to drive until they've done it for the first time of the year. In the snow, that is. Alright, so put that back in view. Torso, arms are done. Visual 75 here in California, real rough, right? Alright, legs times 2. Okay, see 24, 25, 27. Already got snow here. Where are you at, Kyle? I think we saw some snow up north here in New Hampshire. I think there was snow on a few of the mountains or something. Do you put snow tires on up there? A lot of people do. I don't. I probably should, but I haven't. Maybe someday. Colorado Mountains. Okay. That makes sense. I've always kind of just suffered with it without the snow tires. And I probably should, but I've either never been in a financial position, or when I was theoretically in the financial position, just never could really justify it, I guess. Another thing to do. Considering I do drive a decent amount, I probably should, but You guys heard about the new RG? This time it's going to be the Shining Gundam. Yeah, it's going to be a good one, I think. I did see that. I've been debating how to go about doing another Gundam news or Mecha news kind of segment, because a bunch of Gundam and Kotobuki had some announcements as well with the hobby show last weekend. So I think Shining will be a good one. RG God Gundam was a solid build, so hopefully this one takes after that. Shining's like the next from the God Gundam that shows up in that series, right? I haven't watched G Gundam, so I'm not super familiar. Shining is before God. Oh, okay. That's what happens when you don't actually watch a series. Hidden. Maybe Shadow will use 2.0 improvements. Probably. I mean, the 2.0 improvements are in some ways just the improvements that are in every other kit. Since the first one, they've gradually figured things out and made them better. And they just decided to kind of put them all together and apply them back to the OG. Showing similar to Rising 2, it'd be neat if they did Rain Suit as a variant. Fisted Master doesn't get an RG. Hopefully it does. They did Master Grade and stuff. Okay, C 28 and 33. The RG Banshee Norn final version special coding. Is that already, that's an existing kit, isn't it? Like, there's so many Unicorn and Banshee variants in terms of kits out there. Gray plastic is cleaning up pretty good. Always love that. Sometimes it really does feel like Bandai draws determine what becomes an RG. I mean, it's got to be a tough tough decision to make. There's got to be at least a little bit of gut feel in it, because I don't think the data, it's hard to draw a correlation from data from one line or kit to another. Those are some pretty big, important calls, because they make a new design and it bombs. It's not a great investment. Maybe they got dartboard. Let's issue the fine scale model. There's an article on the Dendrobium. Looks like a huge kit. Yeah, I mean, the box is huge. Hoping to do mine during the charity stream this year. Is the RG Katsuki Gundam coming out? I'm not sure. Oh, real time maybe December at earliest. Something at that time frame then. All right, I think it is time for our second draw here. Esquizoide Enrico, it's up. Okay, let's calculate the range for the second draw here. Okay, let's do a number from 10 to 400. We haven't asked in a while. What state are you located in? Good fun one. Get that written down. So what state are you in? One number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses. You must be present to win, and your answer to the question and the number have to be the same comment for a valid entry. 10 to 400. And what state are you in? It's been a while. I feel like that's a good fallback. State of disrepair. State of shock. I wonder if there's any states that have a higher proportion of model builders than others, like per capita or whatever. I'd have to think that like California probably has more builders total, but I wonder if other states have more per capita. California, if I had to guess, but like I get that they'd have more total because they got more people, but it'd be interesting if maybe one of the smaller states just happens to have more, because who knows why. in Ecuador, but if I win, I'll give you address in Florida. I'll ship it to Ecuador. No worries. Yeah, we've had a few people that do use some sort of proxy service. That makes sense. I doubt there's a ton of Ecuadorian shops. Probably have limited options over there. But they're really hotter. Cold states are higher, more of the years indoors. Yeah, could be. It's an interesting theory. Like model builders in general, not necessarily Gunpla, I would believe a place like Florida, because you go to a lot of the model shows, there's a lot of older dudes that, like, when we go to the IPMS events and stuff, you know, hobby and retirement kind of thing. It depends on if it's just Gunpla Plama or model kits overall. Yeah, I mean, I think they might be different. I could see California having a little bit of a younger, hipper population or whatever. Might be more into it than other places. For example, as retired folk have more time for building. Some states have had actual model kits made in them or history with the hobby significant enough for it to be a common interest. Are there any? Look up a kit on one of those fighting robots to have real damage. What's the terms this time? Oh, for the draw, number from 10 to 400, and what state are you in is the number in question, range in question. C26. Maybe. Being from RC, I want these kits to move. That makes sense. I've been doing RC for a long time. Doesn't have lifelong backlog to last through retirement. What do you think about Plumux models? I got some Azuka and Amari Makinari kit. What do we build? I haven't built any, so I don't really have too much of an opinion on them or not, but pretty deep last few years. Deep enough to YouTube anyway. That's cool. Which one particular area? You have more cars or planes or whatever, or just kind of everything? I had a friend that was into gas-powered RC cars growing up. It was fun a little bit living vicariously on that stuff. I'm not sure if it's enough that I'd want to go drop the money to get into that hobby. I have enough other kind of hobbies at the moment, but it's like all about the tiny crawlers and bashes now. Oops. What's my 4th to 1/18 scale crawlers, like rock crawler kind of. I don't know much about that hobby in general. Yeah, nothing competition style, but yeah, rock show cross, that's cool. I guess it's probably a hell of a lot cheaper than doing the full-size rock crawlers and stuff. Alright, I think I'm going to call time and let's try drawing for a winner. Alright, 10 to 400, 356. I don't see a winner. I'll let you guys confirm, and if that's the case, we will draw again. Nada. Okay. Cool. Well, we will attempt again in a little bit. Almost. Do you have to file so much on every kit? Are you a picky builder? You're just curious. No problem. Good question. I do this on pretty much every kit. Some kits are easier than others. I'm fairly picky. I, in some ways, wish I had more time to file even more. I'm trying to, on this kit, I'm not planning on painting it, so I want the nubs to go away and avoid being discolored. So that way, when I throw a top coat on it, you hopefully can't tell where the nubs were. If I'm painting, I want it super smooth. I don't really care about the coloration as much if I'm painting. But I do like those nubs to go away. Everybody's different though, and there's not necessarily a right or wrong way. Oh, it's gonna go over, so I need to go back and take care of that. Didn't think that part was gonna be visible. be building this time. This is the HG Heindree from Witch from Mercury. Didn't know if it was nubs or fitment. No, it's with Bandai kits are generally really good in terms of fitment. They rarely need help for any sort of fitment issues. It's more for the nubs and just the appearance aspect of it. All right, B3. You tried putting a droplet to me extra thin on a stress mark to fix the color, melt it a little and buff out. I haven't. Have you done that? Does it work? I'd be really afraid to try something like that I would melt the piece and make it worse. Just like I haven't tried it. I guess some people use the kind of putty you can make out of the cement. You mix in some stuff and you could melt down a part of the same color to create a colored cement that you could use. It helps, don't use much. I'm going to try it sometime. I just keep eating through great balances in a case, and apparently I just realized I'm on my last one. Yeah, I've used the crap out of mine. I probably should replace mine as well. Sprue goo. So we'll do that method someday. You must have answered this many times. Sorry, at what age did you get into moto building? What were your first impressions about Gunpla? Sure, so my age, I don't know if anyone's ever actually asked my age when I started. It was back in 2016, beginning of 2017. Picked it up when I was on a trip to Japan, actually. Completely forgot Gundam existed, or that Gunpla was a thing. And saw it in a store and then a museum over there. So whatever my age is now, minus however many years that is. First impressions, I don't know, I guess that was my first impression, was just the awe of that it existed. And it was as big of a thing as it was. I had seen, I think my brother had a Gundam kit when we were younger. I never had one. And the ones from that era weren't anywhere near as good as the current ones. They clearly got better. Could have run out of bits, put it in a jar with extra thin, let it sit until it dissolved the goo. I'm today years old when I got my first kit. Alright, where does this piece go? Interesting armor design with the knee covered by the stationary piece. What's up, Bird Soup? Okay, B2C32. I think that finishes off this runner. B runner's done. First Gundam in February. How many you built since February, Solid Monkey? Okay, B runner is complete. And I need C32. Around 20. That's pretty solid. You've been at it. I don't think I get anywhere close to that. In terms of how many I build per year. Got my first kit in 2020. I built models off and on since I was a kid in the 80s. Built some Tomy Zoids in the early 2000s. Started 1 month ago and I'm already at 11 kits. Wow. Somebody's busy. A lot of free time as a caregiver. Well, that's cool. Take advantage of that. Is that like instead of working, you're taking care of a family member or something like that? Or do you do it as a job and you have a lot of free time during the day while you're doing the job? 2 kids 2 days apart, and I need to see if I can build. I think you'll be able to figure it out. Yeah, I won't bring the stream down, but I take care of my disabled wife. That's a bummer, but it's fortunate you're able to. Great to be together all the time. That's good. Mold lines. I started back in April because I ran out of Dragon Ball figurized kits. I bought HG Justice and said it looks kind of like an ODST from Halo. Now I'm 117 kits in and my backlog keeps growing. Yeah, you definitely went in the deep end there. I don't know how you guys have a number for how many are in your backlog. I can't keep track. I suppose if I really wanted to, I could count and then just keep track of +1, -1, but don't really want to. Excel sheet. Might need to chill a bit on that. Shh. As long as Mecha Warehouse is in the rotation, he doesn't need to chill on that. Smickles, what playlist do you use for your streams? This is pretzel.rocks. It's a streaming service for things like streams, and it's the metal station on there. Struggle with the most storage. I had some great plastic cases I found Michael's, but they don't make anymore. Once you're financially comfortable and have at it, you hopefully are to do that. Started watching Gun of Seeds. I first started Gun in the form of the Destiny Award, my first one the same week. Like 31, 44 kits in those cases. Close to having 200 plus kits total, somewhere around 100 kits in the backlog. Need to find a case that can hold multiple entries comfortably. Small notepad with the kit's number, with date, design, and with decals I have for each kit. Wow. Seriously, shit, but you broke up with me and I work from home, and a local toy store, I love model kits on sale, so I bought them all. I fall in love with this hobby. Hit all my Gunplug catalogs so I keep track of them, but I lost motivation to keep up with it. Excel sheet, that's a list of my backlog build kits, if the kits are displayed or not. See, I'd like to be that organized. I am in some aspects of my life, but I think I have to manage details in enough other parts that I don't want to do it here. So I start a backlog, but I hear more and more about the better tools and keep adding to the cart for a bigger order. The right tools can definitely make things easier and or more enjoyable, depending on what you're trying to do. With a meme of you're single and a collectionist, my friend. Can't wait to nerd out. It's pretty fun for a 2001 kit. What are you building? Want to build now, but we'll save it for my own live stream. It's cool. We stream here on YouTube. So I'm working on getting my woman into this as well. She's been curious for a bit, but small steps. Yeah, definitely. One bit at a time. Although next thing you know, you'll have bits of your backlog disappearing at random. JavaScript music in the background. You should have like a screen show it's currently playing. Yeah, I kept thinking about trying to do that. Keep track of kits, but I'd use the Nodes app to keep track of paint, so I end up with 4 of the same color. Usually I wrench in RC or BS about RC. From experience, Nick. Kinda. I mean, Kate hasn't done much building in a while, but she was starting to get into painting and customizing. She's got a build that's been like halfway done for like a year plus now. Back before the baby was born, I think was the last time she had a chance to work on it. So hopefully at some point she'll finish it and get back to it. It's a good hobby to do as like a family. We haven't done the whole family building thing in a while because we're not just haven't had the time to do stuff that wasn't on stream. But it was good. It's a good kind of hobby to be able to hang out and chat with people and stuff. It's a good time to kind of talk whatever, catch up, enjoy each other's company. The streaming service you say it's freepretzel.rocks. Really need to have her stream build eventually. She's done stuff on stream once or twice before. She was working on, was it a Portanova way back? Some of you might have been there and remember asking her to show a little leg on stream because she had built a little leg. It was pretty funny. I feel like any of that stuff won't happen much until our youngest is a little older. She just turned 1, and it's still takes a lot of her time. Buddies RC will like to go check it out. I'll be back and forth. Sweet build, great live. Thanks, dude. Have a good one. If we don't see you. Alright, let's see. So, face that side. Definitely different, not normal, standard Gundam feet here. Okay, we should probably do draw number 3 here. Okay, let's do this. So let's do a number between 10 and 200. What was the most recent tool you acquired? 10 to 200, what is the most recent hobby tool you acquired? Number one, number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only shipped US addresses. You must be present to win. And your answer to the question and the number has to be in the same comment for the valid entry. 10 to 200, and what is the most recent hobby tool that you acquired? Okay, it's next C23. Still omnidirectional vise from disk space, heavy compared to the aluminum vise. Yeah, the Omni are pretty big, pretty hefty. This goes in like that. Okay. I find that interesting. Primer airbrush do you recommend me getting for model building? That's a very... Oh, there it goes. Onto the seat, thankfully. That's a difficult question. There's a lot of answers. Primer's a paint kind of question, right? So it depends on what kind of paint you intend to use. I use Vallejo Mecha in general because they're non-toxic, and I don't feel guilty about spraying them in the house or even the same room where my kids are on the other side of the room, like some of the more toxic lacquer paints and such. But if you don't have that problem, the lacquer paints can have a better result, sometimes more durable finish. As far as airbrush, maybe somebody else has good recommendations. I have an Iwata HPCS. I like it. It's on a little bit of the higher end line. I think there are some less expensive entry-level airbrushes, so to speak, that might be a better place to start. But I haven't used any of them myself, so it's hard to wholeheartedly recommend one. Mecha paint's very nice and pretty sturdy. They're not bad. I just know that I've seen people manhandle parts that are painted with lacquers, and they're good when you use safe non-toxic paints. I recommend Vallejo Mecha then. They're pretty solid for this kind of stuff, being the safer paints. What HPCS is my workforce. Could also look at H&S Ultra 2024 design as a starter airbrush. I've heard that Iwata Neo's decent. Badger Patriot, I want to say, is a decent entry level one, I think. But there's a lot of options out there. Okay, I guess I'll wait another minute or two to call time. I'll cut these next parts out first. 29, 30, and 31. Does this finish off the C runner? I think it does. One hip and the other. You write your recommendation. Sorry, I couldn't understand. Go to page 105. So Iwata Neo, Badger Patriot are a couple I've heard of. Vallejo Mecha Color for paints. Okay, I think the C runner is done. Patriot 105, recommend the Iwata over it. Japanese engineering's just better. Oh, curry and rice. The question was, what was the most recent tool you acquired? Okay, let's see here. I'm going to give it just a second while I get my number generator up and programmed. You watch videos about different paints and how to thin them for what you're doing with them. There's a ton of content out there on YouTube, so it can't hurt to watch and read up as much as you can. You know, don't just take my word for it. Find reviews of these different tools. Find reviews for the paints, things like that. And, you know, get a variety of opinions. All right, I'm gonna call time here. Time's been called. 10 to 200. Number 34. Almost have some numbers of 34 in them. I don't see a 34. Dylan Bell confirms no winners, so we will draw again in a little bit. Barbatos Tex. I'm gonna create paint channel Rex. Barbatos Tex would be a better name. We need to find somebody in or from Texas to start a painting channel. And call it Barbatos Tex. Sounds like a barbecue joint name. There you go. By the way, Nick, today's morning I went to a crack circuit with some friends of my father. First time racing an actual circuit. Lost to supercharged Corvette C4. Used my RX-8 and had some Hondas racing too. That's interesting. I still want to get up. There's a rally driving school here in New Hampshire. I think that would be super fun. I don't know that I would ever use it outside of taking the class, but I think it'd be a ton of fun. I was left foot breaking like crazy when we were go-karting a few weeks back for my son's much belated birthday thing. So I would love to check that out. Ideas, barbecue, and builds. Call it the Greasy Gundam. There we go. Char burn ends. I think that'd be Lieutenant Burning Ends. Barbarous text. I feel like these are menu items on a Gundam themed Tex-Mex place. Know if there's a website to print custom decals for model kits. So you can buy paper, special decal paper to print your own, I think. I've never tried it, but I've seen people do it. You can also, I think, what's the Bedlam Creations or something, I think, is a business that does custom decals, low production run custom decals here in the US. For Fusion, I win. I don't think he did super one-handed. Manager's Hot Links, Bernie's famous hamburger. Now I'm really regretting not being able to execute on the idea of putting in a Gunpla Cafe into the warehouse. Maybe once we move, we'll be able to figure something out. The hot sauce called Bright Slap. Food truck, like the trucks you built with the gun. There you go. What would blue be as a menu item? I don't know, maybe a beverage. Build and custom markets of famous soccer teams to sell them. What I do is to create content for social media. That's why I asked some questions. That'd be pretty cool. You should look at, if you want to do that, Bandai did custom RX-78s, I think, kits in various colors for the different Japanese baseball teams. Might be a good place to draw inspiration from. They also did Zaku's, some Ishiganos for sports teams in Japan. Alright, so we got legs. Like the hips should be slightly wider than they are, because of the way this front skirt is. You gotta like kind of really bend outwards in order to move forward. But it's interesting. Zaku, some Zeta, some gun cannons. Didn't know about that, but I'll check it out. Sounds great. Where are the Doms for the Kendo teams, though? All right. Should figure out this final draw now. Let's move on to the backpack and the weapons. All right, let's do one more draw here. I want to do a number between 10 and 80 and answer the question, OG or modern in terms of mobile suit design. Do you like the older original designs or the newer, more sleek, out there kind of designs? So 10 to 80, OG or modern. Remember, one number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses. You must be present to win, and your answer to the question and the number has to be in the same comment without entry. 10 to 80, OG or modern in terms of mobile suit design. Sports just seem like a great theme. Custom Gun Plus sports popular, so it's easy to get some buyers. I mean, they got color schemes and stuff worked out too, so it's a cool concept. E1-1 and E1-4. So maybe favorite kid. I don't know, is it really favorite kid though? It's more like saying, do you like your daughters or your sons better? Imagine Nick, a famous ramen shop collab with a Dom. Daughter greater than sons. Oh, my son the Gunpla, he loves Lego robots. Probably enjoy him. My kids definitely, my boys enjoy the kits. Wouldn't be surprised if my daughter will too when she's older. She's so funny. Her personality's starting to really come through a couple different times in the last day or two. You tell her no and don't let her have the thing she wants, and she runs to the other side of the room, kind of faces the wall like she's trying to ignore you and glares at you out of the corner of her eye. It's kind of cute. You ever sold a gunplay, customize, regret selling it? I haven't sold anything I've built. I don't know that I would. Some people, you know, make money doing custom work and stuff for other people. Commission work and stuff. I feel like you need to have some real skill though to be able to get away doing that. One parent out there will say the family dog cat instead. Alright, you won 7 and 8 times 2. The custom work is hardly going to be profitable in the US. I would think the amount of time it actually takes to do a good job to make something worth buying. Yeah, but in his case, he's not in the US. He's in Ecuador, so if you find international buyers, I don't know what the cost of living is there versus here. You might actually be able to do it. Song is this? Tonight's the Night. Farouk, Ghanem, Richard, Barr, and I don't know if it continues on after that. I think if you could live in one of the low-cost areas of the world, you could probably make a living doing that stuff, but I don't think you could do it in the US because I don't know if there's enough of a market of people willing to pay that much. If you just want to fuel your hobby building, might not be a bad way to go. To get commissions from places like the Philippines with international shipping, so it could work, but not sure how much access Ecuador has in terms of materials and whatnot. Not sure. Sanding sponge 6 using. How long until those wear down and need to be replaced? So this is a Sand Loop Flex from Gun Primer. I've been using this way too long, but it still works pretty well. I've gotten many multiples of kits out of it, and I think they're relatively inexpensive. Even if I replaced it, every kit wouldn't be that bad. The balancers, I'm getting way more out of it than I probably should as well. Probably should replace those more frequently, but they're working. And then the Razor Origin, if you treat it right, shouldn't ever have to replace it. That's more of a durable, non-consumable kind of tool. Any other artistic abilities? Like, do you illustrate or paint? I do not. I'm an engineer by training, so that's my my other skill set. I'm gonna finish up this piece, I think, and then I'll draw, and we'll see if we have a winner. Or draw until we do have a winner. Some Japanese custom builders I follow end up auctioning their builds. I finish them simply because they do not have the room to keep them all. Yeah, I mean, it's like if you enjoy the process of building more than you like the finished product, I could totally see selling your work, even if you're in the US, because, you know, you get the funds back, maybe not recoup everything, but you recoup at least some of it and reduce your expense in the hobby. But I think that's a small subset of people that feel that way. An art director, I love animated comics. I draw, paint, and sculpt, so when it's going to compose, like I can do all this stuff. This is amazing. That's cool. Definitely a good hobby for creative, artistic people. Even if you're not, there's a lot of good stuff too. You saw drawings and sculptures. Cool. Is that what you do to make a living, or is that like a side hustle thing? With the razors, if I get too many scratches, the holes filled in and cannot clear it all. Over time, I found mine suffered degradation. Despite paving them the best I can. I wish there was they need a good, like, plastic eating solvent that won't harm the razor that you could dip it in, that would free up all the holes. I don't know what that chemical would need to be, but that would be a great product for them to make. Rejuvenation potion for your razor. This bounce got jammed up, but my display glass file cleans itself easy. Alright, so backpack is almost all done. So we'll finish that in the weapons next time. But we should be on to something new. Wish I was a creative director and copywriter for advertising. You just said that. I'm sorry. Little toothbrush to wipe out my gloss files that I build. Okay. Calling time. Range is 10 to 80. So you make a cylinder razor or barrel shaped for the nub, place it inside curves. That'd be cool. They could probably make various concave and convex shapes, assuming that they could on a technical level. Those would be interesting. Okay. 73. RK Zhao. Congratulations. Enough wiping a glass fell against inside my shirt. Does it clear up better than a brush of any sort? I've heard microfiber cloths and stuff can work. RK, do you want the Liber Holy Knight or the Hobby Zone paints module? So I'll pick another number and give away the other one, I think. Take the Hobby Zone. Oh, interesting. Cool. So let's draw a second number. Awesome. RK's out. You can send an email to support@mechawarehouse.com with your info, and we'll send that out for this week. 43 for the kit. Let's see if we have a 43. Butter Knuckles, 2. See if Butter Knuckles 2 is here. Just do artistic stuff as a hobby, and I sell stuff I do, and people ask me for a piece, but the advertisement industry owns my soul. I understand that. So congratulations, Butter Knuckles and RK Zhao. You both can send an email to support@mechawarehouse.com with your info, and we will ship those out this week. And I think that takes us to the end of the stream tonight. Most likely we'll be taking next week off. We postpone my son's sleepover birthday party, and next Saturday is when that is, I believe. So I might be on chaperone duty for that. We'll see. We'll see how things play out. But if not, I'll see you the week after that. Just keep an eye out for the stream announcement and social media posts and all that good stuff. If I don't see you, have a great week next week. Thank you for hanging out and watching. Hope you guys had a good time. I did. It went by super fast. And we'll see you next time.